What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop. Um, what you call this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 7, Episode 8, Tokyo Insanity. Bitch, first of all, it is May 7th, okay? And today is the Met Gala. And the theme is like heavenly body mixed with some Catholic imagery type shit. And even though I'm not Catholic, but I'm damn sure Christian, I just feel like a lot of this shit is like blasphemy. But some of it is just like, oh my God, this is really cute. But I feel wrong for liking it. You know what I'm saying? I feel a little bit uncomfortable, but that's neither here nor there. So far that I like Chadwick Ballsman. He did it for the dudes, okay? He literally came there dressed like he's supposed to. And Rihanna did it for the women, okay? She came as looked like the female Pope. Bitch, I'm not trying to get involved in all that stuff. David, Mr. Cool, Get Out, he came like nigga been eating, okay? He got that Get Out check. He got that Black Panther check, and he said, fuck these cabbages and stuff like that. Fuck this kale. Give me the goddamn greens, bitch, okay? But he came there looking like a deacon from somebody Baptist church, not Catholic. But okay, that was all I wanted to say on that. I just felt the type of way. So I know I ain't the only one. It just seems very blasphemous. But okay, we're gonna move on from that. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So we start off with what the fuck we start off with? Mama fucking D. Mama D just is a nut. Okay, if I look a little dewy, I just took a shower because I just got through not washing up, but of course took a shower. I just got through working out or whatever, so had to refresh my body. But anyway, Mama D is getting herself all prepared because she feel like Nurse Bay is finna come over. Okay, titties all out and everything. Bitch, she opened up that door because she thought it was Nurse Bay, and who was it? It was Scrappy. When she opened up that door, she was like, he was hiding behind those balloons, and when he moved that balloon, she was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "Girl, if you don't get out of here, Mama D been looking good lately, though. I ain't even gonna lie. So, she ain't really need all this surgery, but okay, if that's what makes you feel good. Just as long as there's no complication, do what you gotta do. Who am I to fucking judge? Bambi and him, Scrappy, that down there, he was telling them about what happened and how they got together, how he didn't want to lose her and all that stuff, and he just decided to lock it down. And of course, Mama D had an issue with the fact that they got eloped in Vegas and nobody was there, and he said nobody was there from your side or her side. So telling her about all of that and how he got another one on the way. So Bambi is pregnant. The Bambi and her hoof, they're pregnant. And of course Mama D cool with it, but she like, damn, so you gonna tell me this shit and I gotta keep this shit a secret? Fuck, you know what I'm saying? So that was nice to see that little scene with Mama D and Scrap B, okay? And then we get Tokyo Tony. Oh, wrong gutter bitch. Okay? The wrong bitch that I don't like. Tokyo Vanity. She is in the studio with Tobias, and I think them two still together. I just seen a recent little play video with them together. I said, oh, okay, so maybe y'all is for real, for real. And she, going over some tracks or whatever to her new album, because she having the album little release at K Bachi's little place or whatever. And they going over the shit and being messy with the stuff, okay? Listen, y'all know I'm not really here for the mess like that, especially when it comes on Love and Hip Hop when it's stupid as fuck, because a lot of this stuff is redundant. It's redundant and repeated, storylines, like I just said, because I just said something redundant because it's always redundant, you know what I'm saying? So I have to follow suit, you know? So I'm very much here for the mess that's about to happen at this party, okay? Because I don't like Keely, all right? Keely came in wrong as fuck for a new person on the show. You came in so fucking wrong that you turned everybody the fuck off, all right? And you was throwing shots, you was throwing shades, and she invited Bleu Davinci out there. Mind you, Bleu Davinci out there in Miami, so he come up there to Atlanta, and apparently Tokyo know Bleu Davinci too, just like Tobias. And tell Rocks that boy name is Tobias, okay? I be listening to her the way that she pronouncing these goddamn names, and I be like, Rocks, girl. Rocks. That is not how you pronounce it, okay? But anyway, so that's happening, and he giving a rundown about how the situation went down, how they got into this relationship, they had a kid, and shit just didn't work out, and she basically been holding the kid hostage or whatever. Or that's what, according to, that's the words that Tokyo was saying. He been trying to see his son, and he's like, he at this point in age in life where he needs somebody in his life, a father figure and all this shit. And it was like, Bachi is her new man. Wait a minute, so I know dude was over there with me when we was that sure thing. Tobias, why you ain't tell me about him? I mean, I thought y'all knew and all this shit. I mean, is it really Tobias' thing to do it? No, it's not. Moving on from that, because Blue said, Tokyo was like, you can come down to the party and rec shop. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna come down there and pop up and be like, what's up? You can't run from me now, okay? Keely, this is where she fucked me up at, because at this point, it's a lot of he say, she say. He say, she say, because we don't know who exactly telling the truth. We got Blue saying that he's been trying to get in contact with his son and see his son or his kid or whatever, and Keely's not letting him. Keely is, on the other hand, saying that he hasn't seen his child in a year and a half, and that's not on her, and all that stuff. So Keibachi go up there to see Keely, and he basically was like, so I'm hanging around with Jock and them, and they tell me that your baby daddy is Bleu Davinci. Now, why didn't you tell me this? She was like, okay, Ann, and I hate her attitude with this. She said, I don't feel like I needed to tell you who my baby daddy was. Plus, you didn't ask. Blue Bachi said he did ask, and he the type of person that asks one question one time, and that's it. And he not gonna keep on badgering it. But that's what he should have did, because ain't no way in hell I'm finna get in a relationship with somebody who has a child, which means you have to be in some type of communication with that child's father. Okay, so therefore I want to know who the nigga is. All right, so why wouldn't you want him to know? Why wouldn't you offer up that information and say who it is? Because these niggas run the streets, and these niggas gonna run into each other, and you just don't know how one may act. Bachi might be cool with the fact that you got a child by somebody else, but the other nigga might find out that you dating him and then want to try to be all out of character and try to beat his ass or whatever, because he didn't know about you and all this shit, because it's a respect thing, niggas' minds or whatever. But Keely, you didn't think that it was a need to know basis? And I'm sitting here like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, then they get into it. And he was like, I'm gonna just let you calm your nerves, and then we gonna see where it go. I said, fuck that bitch, Bachi. Okay, fuck that bitch. He said, you can't come to the party. She gonna show up. Fuck all that shit. So we got Stevie J, Young Jock. They on the golf course doing what they do, fake golfing and shit like that. The niggas get money, and all of a sudden that's I guess that's a rich thing in their mind to do, is take up golfing. But okay, we're not gonna go there. Bitch, did y'all see Young Jock face? Young Jock is out here wearing Fenty Beauty. You can't tell me no different. I said, whoever put that foundation on him did it right, all right? But anyway, Scrappy pops up. They like, yo, boy, you back in town and all this shit. And they kind of upset a little bit about the fact that they didn't get invited to the wedding or whatever. But you saw how quickly Scrappy skirted over that shit. He was like, okay, anyway, what the fuck is going on with you? Jock opening up his hair salon so he can get some ass. That's what Scrappy said. The whole thing with the child support shit with, Scrappy. Not Scrappy, but Stevie J. So that's going on. And then, Scrappy let him know that, hey, I got another one on the way. Number 2. To be quite honest, I am so surprised that he only got 2, total now. Okay? But, because niggas in the industry, bitch, that's sad to say, but that's how it is. Anyway, that's how this go. Moving on from there, we get this scene with Jessica Dime. Jessica Dime's at home. Sean had leave to go to Iowa for training, and she was like, she know he feels bad that he had to go, but he said he had somebody coming over to keep her company, whatever. Come to find out, it's her mom. She is a splitting image of her mother, and basically, she said Sean flew her out and think that they need to talk because they haven't spoken to each other in over a year. And so, they had a mature conversation. And I don't know if it was because of the cameras being there and it's a TV show, or if this is really them. But if this had a conversation when I felt like it was something that should have been had in the first place. Sometimes we get in our feelings, or we overthink situation and think that, our parents or whoever we got an issue with, we put it off on, actually sitting down, having that mature conversation with them, because we might feel as though it might go left, or we scared, or, you just don't know how the outcome may be. And then when you actually have that conversation, it goes the complete opposite. It goes completely well, and everything is all to the good. That's what it seemed like happened with Jessica Dime and her mom. She was like, I know you was upset at some things that I said. when I was in New York. And her mom basically said, when I found out that you were stripping, I was not here for it, and all I could do was pray and act that you were protected and all this shit. And they had some stuff to work on. And she was like, you're not gonna understand until you become a mother. And she was like, well, shit, I'm gonna be learning sooner than later because, bitch, I'm pregnant. Oh my God, is she pregnant? Her mama looked like a sweet old lady. Okay, so I can't say nothing bad about that scene. I like the fact that amongst all the fuckery that's going on in this show and how Jessica Dime has did a complete 180 because she came onto the show and she was in a lot of mess, and now she's not in mess. She's like the common balancing factor out of all the bullshit that be going on. They throw their huddler scenes in there just to balance the shit out. Okay, we can be ratchet as fuck, but we also got some good hearted people on here and they can do some good whatever. That's what it seemed like with Jessica Dime, and I'm here for it. Moving on from that, it's Tokyo's album listening party. That shit was ratchet as fuck, and I probably would have been right at home with that shit. The bitch, first of all, I didn't know that she was on the floor actually performing until they cut a close up and she had a mic in her hand. And I said, well, it don't even sound like the music is going over like the mic is on, because all I hear is the music playing out the speaker, which they was playing the backing track, okay, which was the actual track, which she was fake rapping to. Okay, no shade to that, no. And I was like, wait a minute, is she really performing? Oh, yeah, she's performing. And I ain't know that she really was performing because I thought she was going to be on a stage or some shit. No, she's literally on the floor with everybody else. So everybody was just crowding her, I guess. And then you got the bitch on the top that was just twerking her ass off, getting her life. I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad at this ratchet ass shit, because what else do you expect, okay? But at this point, everybody's at the place. Bocce is there. Tobias is there. Bleu Davinci shows up. Bocce had already said that he told Kitty that she can't come. Okay, he was like, damn, I thought I was gonna have this bitch here, but fuck that shit, cause Blue here. He knew that Blue was cool with Tokyo. It was like, listen, everybody know everybody in Atlanta. This is small and shit. This is why I was trying to tell Keely and all that stuff. So I'm thinking some shit finna pop off between Blue and Bocce. They sat down and they handled that shit like men. Look, it ain't even about the fact that you with him. I don't even care that you with her. You a good dude and all this shit. I was like, all right. Did you catch when Carly Red said, Jock is all up in my spot and everything, acting like a fan, like he want to take a picture? Who the fuck are you to take a picture with? No, he just want to fuck. That's all that it is, boo. Okay? You finally got your nigga Sean Garrett out there with you while you out here doing all this mess? Oh, okay. Moving on from that. But next thing you know, everything seemed to die down, and nothing was happening. All of a sudden, here go Keely. Bocce got his goddamn nerves talking about something. I can't come to nowhere. And I'm not even really that big of a fan of Tokyo because her association with Sierra. But bitch, who the fuck is Bocce to tell me what the fuck to not to come to? Bitch, I'm finna show up and tell him some shit about himself. I said, oh really? No bitch. No bitch. So Keely come in and she was like, she already knew she was walking into enemy territory. Bitch, you should have stayed the fuck home. Okay, I'm just saying, you knew. You set yourself up to get this happening to you. And it was much deserved, okay, bitch? Because you was messy from the fucking jump. Alright? Once again, we still need to clear the fuck up. The fact is, have you fucked around with Shooter? Because you doing a little bit too much, okay? Moving on from that, she see Blue. She was like, I ain't seen this man in so many years and whatever. And all he talking about is son. I want to see my son. I want to see my son. I want to see my son. But the first time I see him and he down in Atlanta, he's at some party. Bitch, he at the party. Excuse me. Ooh. There you go. Excuse me, y'all. He at the party so that he can confront your ass, bitch. That's what he was. He wasn't at a fucking party. He there to confront you, bitch. So that argument is null and void. Okay? And I like the fact that Blue said, bitch, come on, let's go over here and talk. Because I ain't trying to do this in front of everybody and fuck up this situation right here. I said, okay, Blue, take that shit to the side. That's what you're supposed to do. Even though we could still hear what was going on, all I said was I wanted to see my goddamn son. That's what the fuck I said, bitch. Yeah, I was sitting here like, let her have it. Now, usually I'm not here for niggas just going off on bitches like that, but that bitch deserved it, okay? And notice, I am calling her a bitch, and I mean that in a negative way, okay? But, you can say what you want. You ain't do this and you ain't did this. He at home with a nanny that you don't pay for and all this shit. And you all this. I said, Keely, shut the fuck up. And at the end of the day, he was like, maybe once you calm down, we can talk about letting me see the sun and doing all this stuff and whatever. And she still got an attitude at the fact that I said, bitch, how is you going to be around all the time when he's in Miami and you're in Atlanta? Okay, are you letting him see the sun? Are you letting him come up and see him or whatever? When Shooter was there, when he was there for Shooter's thing, did you let him see the sun? You probably didn't. Obviously, you didn't because this situation wouldn't be going on. And when he said, bitch, you wouldn't let my son around me because I had a girlfriend who was a stripper. And you verbatimly said that. Okay? And I believe her. I believe, Bleu. Just because I don't like Keely. I believe. So they let that shit go. They go back over there to the section. And next thing you know, here comes Sierra, bitch. Sierra comes in with this chick that was supposed to be Bocce's girlfriend too, Crystal. I said, Crystal, first of all, you too goddamn fine to be with that nigga. Putting up with his fuck shit, bitch. But anyway, I just need to compliment the bitch, okay? She was cute as fuck to me. She really was. But moving on from that, Sierra was like, bitch, we can't fashion be late, okay? And for good goddamn reason. Hey, y'all. Hey, girl. How you doing? I see Keely ass over here looking like she already been up into some goddamn mess. I said, you correct. You correct. And it was like, so this right here, this is Crystal, okay? This is Bocce's girlfriend. Keely was like trying to play it cool, like, yeah, okay, bitch. And the confession was like, who the fuck is this bitch supposed to be Bocce girlfriend, bitch? This is some shit that Sierra done cocked up or something like that. And then all of a sudden, it was like, well, this girl right here, this is my sister. Remember I said my sister? This is Shooter's girlfriend. And it was like, Shooter? Who's that? Who the fuck is that? Oh, you know who he is and all this shit. Next thing you know, Sierra cocked back that motherfucking purse. And that bitch connected across and on top of motherfucking Keely's head. And next thing you know, that bitch dove on that hoe. And I said, I don't care if Sierra didn't get a real ass punched out of her. Bitch, all of that tug of war ass, pulling hair ass, security up in a fucking huddle ass shit was good enough for me. Because a bitch got tackled, and I don't give a fuck about who, but the bitch got tackled. And I was all the way here for it. I said, well, good goddamn. Next thing you know, of course, you got Carly Red wanting to get into it too. Bitch, when they tried to clear up the rumor about whether or not Tobias and Carly Red was doing something with each other, she was like, and he cleared the shit up, bitch. Now stay in your fucking lane. I said, girl, you shut the fuck up. And then Jock just was trying to see what the hell is going on. Can we just calm this up and, be cool? You shut the fuck up and you take your ass outside to the homeless section. I said, why you get mad at him, bitch? And this is what Sean said. The one thing that I can't stand about Carly is she always in some mess. Bitch, you supposed to be done with Jock, so why the fuck is you doing all this shit? You too much fucking drama and you just trying to get fucking airtime. Now, usually, I wasn't here. That was the only part I wasn't here for. Okay, Carly, she tried to get into the fight too. Her and Sean stumbling down and shit like that. He done fell his big ass on her motherfucking leg. She probably gonna be sprained for a couple of weeks. You just never know. I was here for the mess. I really was. So after the whole fallout at the party, you got the niggas meeting up, Shooter, Bocce, Jock, what's his name, Blue or whatever, and they're talking about the whole thing. Shooter was like, I heard some shit went down. Let me tell you something. Shooter is, God, like I really hate when the bird in me really comes out. Like y'all ain't never seen the bird in me come out for a woman. Like it's so much worse than it is for a nigga. Okay, just be glad y'all ain't seen it because it just. Shooter is fine to me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't know. I didn't see it at first, but this new Shooter is like, waist trainer Shooter is like, any fucking way. Moving on from that. Bitch, and speaking of niggas, my boo coming back on TV May 29th and the 30th for Queen Sugar. Baby daddy's coming back, okay? But anyway, moving on from that shit. What was going on? They was talking about the whole thing, and of course, Blue apologized for his thing with, Keely and messing up the event or whatever. I said you really didn't mess it up, but it was cool enough. Oh, bitch, wipe him out. It was cool that he apologized or whatever for whatever he did. And then they were talking about the whole thing, and they asked Bocce, bitch, is it true about Crystal? He said, I mean, yeah. But see, this is where Bocce had a point. While you up here up in Shooter's relationship and worrying about who he fucking with, who by his side or whatever, you're not at home worrying about your goddamn man, okay? That's where your business should be at. Worrying about your man, your family, your relationship, and not putting your nose in anybody else's. And I said, nigga, even though you fucked up for being a fuck boy like that, because I thought you was a good nigga because you look like one, looks can be deceiving because you look like a Steve Urkel with some class, with some some swag, okay? You know, what was Steve when he went into the time machine? Stefan? Is that what he was? Bitch, you look like him, okay? With a little swag to yourself, just a little bit. But you know, them niggas can be fuck boys too. But since it's Kitty, I don't give a fuck, okay? Call it how you may. I just don't. But you know, he said some true shit. Why are you worried about another nigga's relationship and not concerned about your own? So other shit could have been going on, and bitch, you could have caught this shit. Meanwhile, back at Sierra's side or whatever, Sierra sitting down having a conversation with Carly, Tokyo, Crystal, and probably somebody else. I just don't know. Anyway, you know, Sierra was like, I'm so sorry, but I seen that bitch and all this shit. Something just came over me and it's just been building up and I just had to tag that bitch. And I said, you ain't gotta apologize for that shit. She was apologizing for fucking up the party. Tokyo had the nerve to say, now when I thought they was gonna come down here, I didn't know all this was gonna happen. I didn't know that it was gonna be World War III, baby. I said, bitch, you's a fucking lie. Okay, you knew exactly what the fuck happened and what's gonna happen. Cause bitch, that's why we brought them all together so that some shit can pop the fuck off, bitch. Stop playing. You know the formula of love and hip hop. You done seen one too many shows. Stop it, girl. But anyway, we gonna let you slide on that one, lying ass. But anyway, she said she got to go out of town, do some shows or whatever, so she'll see them later. Next thing after that, Crystal was telling her story. She was like, yeah, me and Bocce been together for like 3-4 years. It's like an on and off thing. He just can't leave this shit alone. I said, I can understand it. You is a ratchet, cute little girl. I like it. I go for birds. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I told y'all. Moving on from that, I just haven't found that one chick on reality TV or on TV that just make me go Google for Cocoa Puffs yet. And when that bitch show up, you fucking know. Anyway, moving on from that. So, we get to see with Scrappy and the Bams. And, you know, he telling her that Mama D want to see her. And it was like, you know, who did you tell about this pregnancy? She's 4 months and she's further along than she has been before. I think she had a miscarriage in the past or whatever. So she's in a safe zone, a somewhat safe zone now. She's out of that first trimester, you know, where it's a little bit safer to tell people that you're pregnant or whatever. And so, you know, she was okay with it. And then come to find out, he done told Jock, he done told Stevie, he done told them. And it was like, and I told my mama. She was like, God damn, okay. All I told was my mama, but just as long as she ain't on no bullshit, she cool to meet up with him. She meet up with Mama D, and Mama D got Tammy and Rashida there. I said, bitch, okay. So, you know, they sit down, and she was like, basically, Bambi said, now, any other time, Rashida and Tammy probably would have been the first ones to tell. She would have told, but since Mama D didn't already got them all together, ain't no point. Yeah, might as well just go ahead and tell her now. Mama D sit her ass down and open up a bag and pull out a onesie and shit. And why would Rashida and Tammy gonna act dumb and think that Mama D got pregnant by Ernest? She said, bitch, ain't no more chocolate coming out of this fucking factory. I said, bitch, y'all fucking tried her. And Bambi just sat the fuck down, okay? Then Bambi was like, okay, bitches, it's me. They was like, oh, okay, you gonna be a good mother and all that shit. And, you know, she was like, no, they not the worst person to know that she's pregnant at the moment. So she fine with it. Then we get this scene with Sean Garrett going up there to Carly Red's place or whatever, her show or her store. And he's just over the bullshit with her. It was like she got a grown ass daughter and you don't even know how to fucking act right in public. And he was telling her that. I said that was a read in itself, okay? I said grown. So bitch, how old is fucking Carly? You know, and when you say grown, do you mean like 18, 19, or do you mean like 25, 26, okay? There is a difference, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe 30, you know? But moving on from that, he was basically telling her, you need to slow the fuck down. You need to calm down. You know, I told you I'm not about the mess. I'm not about the drama. She was like, okay, you right. He was like, what you want us to be? She was like, is it this one? You know, I don't know which one the ring finger is. Fuck that shit. And I was like, you know, bitch, you want us to do what? Bitch, where? Who the fuck gonna do it for you? I said, Sean, you ain't have to laugh in her face like that. And you know, I probably would have did the same thing, but you ain't have to laugh in her face like that, okay? And it was like, I mean, not now, but okay, listen, I understand your point, and I get it. No more turn up for me and all that shit. I'm gonna be calm, cool, and collected. I said, bitch, stop fucking lying. All right, just stop lying. Mind you, let me take it back to when Tokyo was at the shop with the girls, and she told them that she wasn't fucking with Tobias because she's a virgin. You know, and at first I thought Carly was about to say something smart. You know, she was like, that's a rare thing, but you know how these niggas out here, they really don't give a fuck out here in Atlanta. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. You know, if something going on between us and let's find out that he is, you know, messing around behind my back or whatever, me giving it up to him still ain't gonna make him stay or still ain't gonna make him stop. And I said, damn, Tokyo, that's some good ass logic, bitch. I'm glad you understand that shit. And I'm actually glad that Carly fucking agreed with that shit, because you know she a trapper hoe. Like she don't follow a moral code that we follow, okay? So it is what it is. And then at the end of the episode, let me just tell y'all this. They got Tokyo Vanity showing up, you know, to confront Tobias or whatever, because she out of town. He was out with another bitch, and kind of find out it was her ex. Well, his ex, you know, he said her people's died, her granddaddy died. When Tokyo said, but bitch, is that your granddaddy? I like to fell the fuck out, because I was thinking the same thing. But like, I still got love for her. I love her. I said, you don't say no shit like that to your new bitch when you ain't fucking yet. Okay, come on now. Like, stop. Y'all making the wrong move. And he called it out. Bitch, you just insecure because you a virgin and you still ain't give me none. I said, oh, I knew he was going to use this shit. I knew it was going to come up. She trying to hit his ass. I said, girl, go somewhere. Okay. Let me just tell y'all this. Loving Hip Hop and Mona, you are wrong. Thank God, and I'm thankful that y'all got a big bitch on here. I really do. Excuse me. But if you're going to do some close-up angles of our full body, make sure it's going to look flattering on us. One instance, you had Tokyo, you know, sitting there looking like the fucking woolly mammoth and all that goddamn black and all that fucking black hair and the black fur and everything else. Then, the other episode, you got a slow motion and, you know, the thing coming up all underneath her belly and her little stretch pants and all that shit. Bitch, we need to see all that. Then, this episode, you started that fucking footage down at her goddamn cankles, okay? Going up her fat ass legs. Bitch, we know we fat. Okay, don't do no shit like that. Make us look flattering on TV, alright? That's all I wanted to say. Y'all have a good evening, and I will see you guys later on tomorrow. Peace.